Hi traders, before we get into today's analysis, I just wanted to give you a personal invitation to my free Forex trading webinars. You can register by using the link in the description below. I look forward to seeing you there. Let's now get into the charts. Now the dollar CAD had a nice advance last week, got support just ahead of 133.01 weekly supports and actually tested 135.53 daily resistance. And we did sell down there yesterday, but can we hold the advance of last week this week? We could pull back to 134.06 this week. I don't know whether we can get that deep, but can we come up this week, find a higher bottom to come up and test and move above 135.53 this week? Of course, this is showing to be some form of resistance, so that could get tested and hold once more. So can we come up and retest 135.53 this week with a strong advance of last week and move above that level this week? Our traders moving on to dollar franc. Now it's still rather range bound, but it is just starting to put in a higher bottom to a higher top here, and we closed back above 89.26 monthly resistance. So this week, can the uptrend that we're forming here hold? Watch 89.26 to be support, potentially now. Can we move up, test, and further advance this week and move above 90.02 daily resistance? That could be resistance for a move back down the range. So high bottom to a higher top at the moment. Can we put in a further higher bottom? Can 89.26 be support for a move up to test the 90.02 day resistance level? And can we move up to the higher levels of monthly and weekly resistance this week? Okay, onto the dollar yen. Another dollar pair moving up last week. Moved above 135.60 monthly resistance, so any pullback this week, can that hold as support for a further advance? And don't know whether we can get there this week, but can we advance towards the 137.90 weekly resistance area? Okay, traders, moving on to euro pound. Now last week we held below support, so the 87.18 to 22 weekly monthly old support area became resistance up here. We were a fraction short of it yesterday and trading down, so holding to a downtrend now. Can we continue the move down below weekly support this week, 86.69? Can we break support? Does that become resistance for a continued move? We break below 86.69 this week. The next major level reference point for support is down here at monthly support at 85.47. So a nice downtrend definitely forming there, now below old supports. Can we move below weekly support this week to continue the decline? Alright, on to New Zealand yen, which is rather range bound and choppy, but we've got two weekly highs here, 84.91, 85.20 that we were above last week, but then traded down to weekly support, 83.86. Reversed yesterday, so this is the key area to watch at the moment. 84.91 up to 85.20. Will that area now hold as resistance for a further decline this week to retest weekly support? Alright traders, moving on to New Zealand dollar, last pair to review today. Completely failed up at weekly resistance last week. This could be the top of the range up here and the bottom of the range down here. Traded down very strongly Thursday, Friday. We have had a bounce into the new week on day support 61.87. How long does this rally back up? I would be watching for this week a further retest of support, and can we break and move through? So can we move down to retest 61.87, move below to become resistance, to move down and test the lower area of weekly support here. Now of course this could hold here to move all the way back up, so there's always the chance that we get another test and that holds for a move back up the range. We could just stay completely range bound. We could hold here at 61.87 and move all the way back up to retest now 63.14 and even come back up to the top of the range. So can last week's decline, Thursday, Friday's decline, hold the trends to move lower this week? Okay traders, that's my analysis for today. If you want to keep up to date with my analysis, simply subscribe to the channel. I look forward to seeing you next time.